What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Kiwan, and I am back with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 13, Episode 9, Girls Interrupted. Before I start, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Make sure you like the videos so you can stay in the algorithm. All right? All right. Y'all, this one is a doozy, okay? It's going to be colorful. I'm going to be respectful. And it's going to be lengthy. I really hope y'all watch the whole just watch the whole video and let me know what y'all think at the bottom, okay? Alright. So we open up the episode. Y'all know they do the little montages before they hone in on the first, the first part. So Shakira's still telling people that she opening her legs for the nigga who not taking care of her baby. Girl, bye. Bambi talking to Malaysia about, how she called off the engagement. Now, I'm going to say this. When I turn off the TV, I don't know what's happening in the blogs unless I'm on somebody else's YouTube channel and they're talking about what's happening in celebrity news. So I don't know. Can somebody let me know if Bambi is still did she get back with the Ray dude? Is his name Ray? Did she get back with him? I just want to know what's going on with that. Are they over? And if so, I'm glad. So Zell show up. And Bambi tells Malaysia how Ray was acting at the end of the bridal shower with Zell trying to fight him. So we move over with Jasmine and the Frost family. And the way Kirk, I just want to point out, did y'all see how Kirk was looking at Jasmine? Like when she came in and she sat down, it was just this creepy old man. Like that's what he gave me. Creepy old man vibe. Okay, and Jasmine tells them that Yandy asked if Jasmine was put up was there to destroy Yandy's and Mendeecees's marriage. Jasmine also let the Frost know that Yandy said that her and Rashida had been bumping cats. Okay, it's giving scissor. And the fact, I really want to point this out, the fact that Rashida referred to her cat as Bubblegum is so insane to me. Girl, you almost 60. I need you to, my grandmother would say, shout out to my grandmother, my dad and mama. If you my family, you watching this video, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. My grandmother said, when you a grown woman, you got a wolf. Okay? That's all. Shout out to my grandmother. Anyway, Jasmine think that Yandy was playing in her face. She said because Yandy was over talking her, she felt like Yandy was manipulating her and the situation. And she said she didn't notice it then. So in the end, when Yandy asked you didn't have a problem then, that's because it didn't register, and probably because Jasmine was doing all that drinking. So she probably she needed to go back, and sometimes you have to go back and gather and recollect and be like, damn, was she really playing in my face? That's all. So Rashida said Yandy definitely needs to look in the mirror and face what's in front of her, and I agree. Okay, now at this moment when the Frost was talking, I kind of believed them. I kind of believed them. They was like, listen, if we was bumping coochies and we was having threesomes with Jasmine, y'all would know, because Jasmine would have said something or they would have said something. And y'all know they have always put their stuff out there, like all the cheatations, everything has always been out there. So Jessica, Bambi, and Sierra meet up. They asked Bam what happened. She said a lot has happened, but the bridal shower situation was the last straw with him, with all that drinking and carrying on. So we find out Ciara is on anxiety and depression meds. She finally tells him about the miscarriage she had, and she also admits that she had 4 back-to-back miscarriages, and that Zay isn't understanding to her. Ciara, y'all, she's not okay. I seen that when she first. That girl is not okay. She is going through it. I think, I'm not trying to be the person that's, want to take people money from them. But I really think for all these people that do these reality shows, they really need to have a real life therapist. Because that have to be a lot to have cameras in front of you 24/7. Not only have cameras in front of you, you get a little break. Not too much, but you get a little break. Not only that, people, anything you post on social media, people are always looking at you through this microscope. And I am glad that we didn't get to see up close and personal with Ciara and her going through these miscarriages. I'm glad that she did not agree to put that on TV. I think for now, Ciara needs to step down. I also think for now, she needs to be by herself. Like, I think Ciara is just one of those women who have to have somebody. And the unfortunate part about having Zay is they're not able to produce a child yet. I'm going to say yet. And maybe that's not in God's plans. And if I'm being insensitive, I'm so sorry. Again, as I stated, my heart absolutely goes out to Ciara and women like Ciara. I just want y'all to put y'all bodies first, put y'all health first. That's it. Anyway, Jessica tells Ciara, the babies basically choose the soul that's happy, and Ciara isn't happy. And I felt that when Jessica told her that. And I know I'm always on Jessica about something. But when most of the time when she write, I be with Jessica when she write. And I feel like that's real. And I feel like, the babies, they, like you have that bond with your mother, with the person who's carrying you. And yeah, if they're and I think after every miscarriage, she loses a piece of her. And I think she said that last episode or the episode before that. But there are pieces of her that are lost. And she then says that it feels like she's getting pregnant every month. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot. And I actually, this is what I thought, y'all. I thought when I first saw Ciara, and I want to say that was the first or second episode when she first came on the screen. Every time I seen her, she looked high. She looked extremely high. Anyway, again, my heart goes out to Ciara, but I really think she needs to take a push pause in the relationship, and I think that's her husband. Like, that's crazy. And if this man is pushing you to constantly, hold on. All right, y'all. Zane, his mama, and his daddy. Zane apologizes to his mom on Ashley's behalf. All right. His dad says that he didn't feel like Ashley should have brought up that situation about the biological parents, but it should have been brought up. By whom? Because you and his mama ain't bring it up. Let's keep going. Zane said his parents hasn't been fully honest with him about his biological parents situation, and then he didn't want to talk to them about it because he didn't want to ruffle their feathers, and he didn't want to hurt them. So he didn't press the issue. So that is why Zane is hard on Ashley when Ashley brought it up. Anyway, Zane said he wants answers that his parents isn't willing to share, but he want to at least meet his biological parents once. His dad tells him that he don't like it, but he, basically, I don't have a choice but to deal with it. But then you decide to let Zane know when I came home every day, I was the one that put you to sleep. So Zane mama said, well, why would you think I would have an issue with Ashley? Lynette, please. So Zane said in his confessional, Ma, was you there at the last situation? You absolutely have a problem with Ashley. So Ashley told Lynette, listen, I feel like you basically have a disdain for me because my kids was living with their dad. And Lynette told her, well, you split your kids up. Ashley, after 12 years, finally told Lynette, because Lynette never asked. You just went on you not liking her, coupled with the fact that you like whatever this ex is or whoever this is, his other baby mama. You never wanted to like Ashley. So Ashley sat there and told her, I let my kids go with their dad because I was having financial trouble. Ashley poured her heart out in this moment, and she told her, like, Lynette, I'm sorry, y'all. Lynette told Ashley, oh, you right. I get it. And I'm sorry. And again, Ashley been around your raggedy ass for 12 years. And you're just now hearing her story as to why her kids went to go live with her dad. You wanted a reason. You needed a reason. So whatever reason that wasn't working for you, you wanted to use that and weaponize that on Ashley. Like, that's crazy to me. Again, Ashley says she gonna keep her distance, and then Lynette gets up and do the fakest, phoniest shit I have ever seen, and she hugged Ashley, and Ashley was like, I don't trust it. Like, if somebody gave you the blues for 12 years, because it's not just Lynette, it's that daddy too. It seems as though he upholds Lynette in all of her bullshit when it comes to Ashley. That pissed me off. This my whole issue. Lynette and her husband can't keep it a buck with Zane about his own biological parents. So over the years, I feel like they have manipulated, and they wasn't forthcoming when it came to that situation. But the yuck mouth ass daddy decide he gonna tell Zane, like, I tucked you in every night. And so, sorry, he tells, Zane, listen, I tucked you in every night. Like, that sounds like more manipulation, if you ask me. But y'all still haven't been fully honest about whatever's going on with these biological parents. And so y'all mad at Ashley because she spilled y'all tea. And another thing, I feel like this is why Zane give Ashley the bare minimum, because his mama and daddy do the same thing to him. So in turn, he people please. He do the people pleasing with his mama and daddy by avoiding conflict, trying to keep peace with them, which is why he apologized on Ashley's behalf, which I felt like he shouldn't have never done. And he doesn't establish any boundaries when it comes to his mama or his daddy. So that's why they can talk at Ashley any kind of way. But you give all of this grief to that woman when you really mad at them over here. So, which brings me to my next point, y'all. This is why his applehead ass, like I said, apologized to that mammy on behalf of Ashley, and he has to walk on eggshells for his mama and daddy just so he can get what little he can get from them. But at the end of the day, your mama was wrong. Your mama was just as wrong. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't like him. I don't like his mama. I like Zane a little bit. And the only time I like Zane is when he on that song with 112. Okay? But his mama and his daddy, I can't. Alright? Carly, Yandy, and Sierra meet up. So At this point, we find out the case is at a standstill. Carly is opening up a restaurant. Fine, Carly. Whatever. So Sierra tell Carly and Yandy that Zay said something to Ray that ended him and Bambi's engagement, ended Bambi's engagement party and engagement. So Carly asked Sierra if Bambi is blaming the whole breakup situation on her. Sierra, big head ass, said that's how she felt, and she felt like Bambi, what Bambi said to her was some bullshit, and that Bambi should not have repeated that to her. First of all, I really just need Sierra to come to the front, like, because I feel like you and your lips are overreacting, and as Bambi was explaining everything to you, you wasn't listening to Bambi. So whatever she was saying, it was going in one ear and coming out the other, because you got real defensive because your husband name came up. So I feel like it's some truth to what they were asking. Like, did you say something to your husband? What Malaysia asked. Did you say some things to your husband? Because you did get real rah-rah. I get you got some going on, but we're not even talking about that. We talking about your friendship with Bambi and the things you may have said during pillow talk, and it happens. But she and I will say this: you sitting here in a space where it looks as if you're being messy with Yandy and Carly when it comes to Bambi. And when Bambi had that conversation with you, she fully placed all blame on that man, Ray, not your husband, not Zay. I'm sorry, y'all. She even when she saw Bambi's not Bambi. Even when Bambi recognized Sierra's attitude towards it, she said in her confessional, damn, like I wasn't even placing blame on him. Everything falls on Ray, not your man. It was just repeated to her that Zay said it, and that's what she's telling you. She was just letting you know. It wasn't in a way to downplay your man, but again, you are overreacting, and I feel like right now you are taking this moment to be messy, and that's some bullshit. So Carly said that Jessica did an interview with the ex nigga, and I'm thinking, is this the ex nigga? And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm so sorry, but I really gotta call it like I see it. So you're mad, I guess, because she had a interview with the nigga that was knocking you between the washer and dryer. Got it. And she said he was seen taking videos and pictures with him. And now I guess you need to have an issue with Jessica. Because again, and I get it, at the time she couldn't talk to Jessica because Carly couldn't get herself out of a paper bag. This is where Sierra is right now. She cannot get herself out of a paper bag. And so then Carly said she had pictures of Bambi in her ex-husband's office, and she said she gonna talk to them because she don't like fake supporting women. When have you ever supported a woman? You have always been male identified, but or whatever. So Sierra then tells Yandy, she heard a recording of Mendici saying something. She said she don't want to repeat it. And then Carly starts to talk. She was like, listen, is Sierra drinking with her meds? She said she smelled liquor. I'm like, okay, girl. And she could have been. She very well could have been. I'm not sitting next to her. Carly was. She said she not talking about it on camera, but if you brought it up on camera, say it on camera. All right? She already know about her man. Say it. Is that the same recording that she been talking about for these past couple episodes? Anyway, this is what Yandy gets real delusional, because we all know Yandy's still gonna stay with Mendicis, and it's just all bullshit to me. Um, she's annoyed with Mendices. You are annoyed with that black ass lying ass nigga, and you're mad at everybody else except Mendices. Like you can't get all the answers you need from Mendices, so you taking it out on everybody else. Got it. So then Ciara takes this moment to break down, and this is where you really notice that something is really going on with her mentally. This is not no shade, but she do not need to be on this show. I think my problem is the only person who actually pointed it out was Bambi. Bambi was noticing everything with Ciara. And Ciara lets them know, hey, I've had 4 miscarriages. You know, she breaks down. She break down hard, and she decide, you know what, this is too much for me, and I'm going home. And that was good because she didn't need to be there no more. And even the way Ciara was explaining everything to Yandy, even though she was explaining everything to Yandy, it was how her words were coming out, even in past episodes. That's why I thought she was high. Like, I thought that respectfully, I thought that Ciara was on edibles, like every episode, because everything was different. Like the way she talked, the way she act, she just not the same person, right? She just not the same Ciara. So I just feel like at this moment Ciara needs to put herself first. She needs to heal. She needs to heal her body. Stop trying to push out these babies for this man. Ciara is in the thick of her mental health. So for her, everything is falling apart and she needs therapy. Like, she really needs therapy. And I hope that she is getting what she needs. I'm hoping by the end of this season, we see some progression with Ciara. Some is better than nothing, you know. And if she can't, she really should take at least a season or 2 off to really heal and really figure out, you know, things she probably need to do in this marriage. I don't know. Good thing we don't hear about this man. Well, I don't, but I haven't heard anything about the man on, like, you know, just on any social media. So good thing. Anyway, Zane's surprise party. So we just gonna act like Zane didn't know he was having a surprise party. So you just conveniently walk in the house at night with shades on. Okay, Zane. So Ashley invited his biological brother and his wife, and I was here for that. That mama looked pissed, and some of them other people in that family looked pissed too. But fortunately, okay, Zane was really happy about it. He said because he had been talking on the phone with his brother, but he never met up with his brother. So the surprise party was the first time he actually seen his brother and his brother's wife in person. And I'm thinking that mom was really surprised because I don't think she knew that he had been talking to some of the people in his family. Because even when the brother, you know, introduced himself to Zane's mom, she seemed rather standoffish. And we really need the rundown on the story, the history, whatever's happening with his biological family. So while them two always busybody, Mr. and Mrs. Busybody, we need this whole story to unfold. Okay, y'all have a whole storyline right here. As a matter of fact, I feel like they have the best storyline. So Selma tells Scrappy in front of Brittany that what's her name? Kiara, whatever, telling everybody she's still sleeping with Scrappy. Brittany was like, so is you sleeping with her now? Y'all know Scrappy lied and said, no, that was when we first met. I ain't doing it no more. Girl, Brittany run And that's all I got. Okay, because this man is clearly still sleeping with his baby mom. Okay, so here we at this lunch meetup. Okay, Bambi and Carly have a conversation about Ciara, and they agreed to put their bullshit aside to be there for Ciara. So I think they're gonna have something, and I don't know if they're gonna do, I hope they don't do an intervention, but just something like, we brought you a cake, we brought you some balloons, just so you can feel better, you know, like less of the liquor, because that's the last thing she need, but like food, like she don't have to do nothing. Everybody come in their pajamas, music, just something nice, you know, so she can, you know, some party food, finger food, cupcakes, something to make her feel better, flowers, you know, the whole nine. Anyway, Bambi versus Carly. All right, so Carly confronts Bambi about having a meeting with Tilo. Bambi said she didn't have a meeting with Tilo, but he was there when she got there, and she met with his business partner and said that nothing went any further. And Bambi was like, I ain't doing no business with him. And she was like, me and you wasn't even talking then. So Carly was trying to make something out of nothing. Okay, so then we get to Jasmine and Yandy. Jasmine and Yandy squashed the whole beef about Yandy being in cahoots with the Frost family. And Jasmine tells her how her husband has been acting, how friendly he is, and that she's giving him way too many passes. And of course, Yandy takes this moment to be delusional. So does Carly. Okay? So Yandy started piping up, talking about you went and told them and they had to get in your ass, and that's why you coming back to talk to me. And it's like, no, like, she was like, but you couldn't tell me that at when it happened. No, because sometimes, again, when you got liquor in you, because they did, and if you and I are having a conversation, I'm not thinking. I'm inebriated, so my defenses are low. I'm not thinking about that. But give me a minute, give me a day to come back, and I'll be like, damn, she really played in my face. Again, I think I said that earlier. That's what that was about. So, whatever. Or it could have been what production said. Listen, Jasmine, I need you to go talk to Yandy and start some shit up with Yandy. That's what that could have been. So, then we get to Carly versus Jessica. Carly, again, she tells Jessica about the pictures and the video, and if it was true, Carly would have pulled out pictures and videos, but she never pulled out anything. If you notice, she said that she had pics, videos, and all of these things, that they met up with somebody, and they didn't lie. These ladies did not lie. But also, they wasn't even talking to Carly then, right? So Jessica said, I was meeting with my friend. I didn't even know the nigga was gonna be there. And she was like, I didn't tell you because I didn't think I had to tell you, because at the end of the day, you and I wasn't even talking. So again, what we doing? Why are we even having this conversation? Again, why are you not mad at the nigga? You mad at me, but you're not mad at him. You mad at them, but you're not mad at him. All right. So Jasmine asked Carly, did you give up about my friend when you got with her husband? So now I remember. So Tilo, I remember at the time Tilo had the baby mama, and I remember bits and pieces. Again, I didn't watch it. I do remember bits and pieces. He was with that lady, and then that's when him and Carly got together. I don't remember the full, but that's what the bits and pieces I remember. So y'all, then that's when we move forward with Carly versus Jasmine. So Carly got with Tilo, of course, you know, when that baby mama was pregnant, because they did a flashback of the baby mama talking to Erica, and she was like, I took that two ways. Like, I don't know if they was together. Even the way she was saying it, she was kind of alluding that we not together, we just have a baby on the way. But, you know, I don't know. That's how I read that conversation. between that baby mama and Erica when they did that flashback. But the girl did say, I'm not having a baby with my baby daddy and not thinking we're not in a relationship, basically. So Carly then takes this moment to try to slut shame T-Lo's baby mama, because apparently she works as a stripper. And so and then while she does that, she tried to shame Jasmine for getting pregnant for Kirk. But that's old tea. So you can't spray nobody with their old stuff. Shout out to Funky Dineva. You cannot. Okay? And I was with, what's her name? I was with Bam when she said that was whack, because what this lady is doing is paying bills. It ain't no different than how you was paying bills with all these other niggas. Okay? She was just getting paid. I mean, she was well, I don't know if it's legal. She was legally getting paid for it. All right? It is what it is. So Jasmine said that Carly is mad at her man, but you're taking it out. I'm sorry. Yes, but you're taking it out on them. And that, oh no, did I say Jasmine? I meant Jessica. Jessica said Carly is mad at that man, but you're taking it out on all of them, and that she's not a girl's girl, and she's tired of giving that tired ass whore a pass. Okay? She didn't say that, but she wanted to say that. But she tired of giving Carly a pass. So then we have Jessica versus Yandy. Yandy takes this moment once again to be delusional, because Jessica went to her sincerely and cried to her about Mendices messing with her niece, or trying to get with her niece, or DMing a niece. And so Yandy was like, oh yeah, that was me DMing. Y'all know we got that flashback. That was me DMing your niece, which I found that really crazy. I still think that's crazy now. But again, she was lying and protecting Mendices once again. So Jessica said, I'm pissed off because you're taking a fall for your husband, and you're taking a fall for your husband, and he's letting you take the fall for him. And I just feel like you can't be more pissed off than Yandy, because she don't seem like she's as pissed off, because at the end of the day, she not going nowhere. And that's just what it is. So at the end of the day, Jessica was like, whatever. They had these old hoes looking crazy. Okay? So for me, the fact that Yandy and Carly are really mad at them two niggas, but you're taking it out. You're placing blame on Bambi, Jessica, and Jasmine, which is so crazy to me. You're trying to place all of this on their front step, and there's nothing going. You're mad, but you're not as mad as you should be with those people that have caused all of this. They are the reason why a lot of these things are going on. Not so much with Carly, but really Yandy. All right? These young girls got y'all looking crazy AF, and I'm here for it. Y'all, this is the end of the episode. This was exhausting. I thought I was going to really be cursing, but I'm not. Try to keep some decorum, okay? Y'all drop down and please tell me what y'all think, because this was a lot. This was a whole hell of a lot. I'm so over Yandy, and at this point I think that it's time for her to go. And it was so crazy that I tolerated more of Rashida this episode than I did Yandy. I don't know. Even Carly, she can go too. All of them. I really like I like what the young girls are bringing. We can even keep scrappy little baby mama. Okay? But this, no. Alright, if you have not, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel on your way out. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.